Welcome, wrestling fans. Welcome to Curtain Jerkin. As always, I'm your host, Jacob Grondy, reporting for the Main Event Marks YouTube channel. You can also check me out on Spotify. However you're listening to my voice, I appreciate it. And guys, let's get into it. We're going to rank every single match from WrestleMania from worst to first. I'm going to be giving you my opinions on the match. I'm going to be giving you a review of the whole show. Let's jump into it. WrestleMania Night 1. A lot of people staying around and not, going into the stadium to see CM Punk during the pre-show out there. Wade, Big E, they were out there as well, but no one was chanting their names. It was all for CM Punk. I thought that was kind of a big deal. A new then and now and forever together graphic here. It kind of looked like constellations forming, the stars of WWE. I thought it was kind of cool. They want to change it up. They want to do big things here. As I'm getting my mic levels right here. Hopefully this sounds great. I don't know. I feel like I'm always talking about my mic levels nowadays, but it looks good here on the computer. I like the new then, now, and forever thing with Triple H's voice here, not John Cena's. That's kind of cool. Meek Mill featured in the video package. I wonder if they picked him before they knew about the allegations with P. Diddy. Who knows, man? Who knows? He's just as good of anybody to choose for this video package. Not a bad cold open, but I wasn't moved or anything. It's 50 degrees there, so it's only getting colder as the night goes on for night one. And they bring it up a lot. They say it's chilly in Philly, which I kind of rolled my eyes at, but that was great. Great rendition of America the Beautiful. But who the fuck is Coco Jones? I don't know who that is. She doesn't have a cage match. I can't look her up. Triple H comes out, welcomes everyone to WrestleMania. All right, let's get this show going already. You did the song, you did the cold open, you welcomed everyone to WrestleMania. No Meek Mill, no Triple H. Let's ring the damn bell. It's kind of what I'm getting at. I've watched this. It was like 30 minutes gone by here. Let's see. First three matches featured Judgment Day. Kind of an over faction there. I think that might be the first time that's ever happened. The GMs come out, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, thanking the fans for showing up, and they say that there was 72,543 fans. Among those fans, George Kittle, Wale, 2 Chainz, Drewski. So that's kind of cool. Night 1. I can't go without mentioning Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman during the press conference after Night 1. Kicking people out who are booing them in the press conference, just full on character. This was good. This was awesome here. This was I would say just as good as the pipe bomb, but or the all out brawl out press conference from CM Punk. Night 2, the War on Trinity. I don't know who that is as well, but they did America the Beautiful. Okay, that's cool. Or God Bless America, something like that. Stephanie comes out, so I don't think she's officially in the WWE anymore, but it's WrestleMania. She says, welcome to the first ever WrestleMania of the Paul Levesque era. So, there you have it. Stephanie McMahon's obviously synonymous with her father, kind of making sure that everyone knows that Vince ain't a part of this shit no more. Had to work, so I jumped into the show during the LA Night entrance. I felt like that was a good spot to catch up with. I watched the rest of the show earlier this morning. They had the Hall of Fame class out there. That's always cool. And they also had Snoop Dogg out there announcing that there is 72,755 fans for Night 2. How did they get more in there? I thought it was a sellout. I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of this because we're going to be ranking every single match from worst to first from both nights of WrestleMania, all 13 matches. And number 13, Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade. And I'm going to be ranking WrestleMania matches on a different scale. The entrances get put into the rankings here. But so the entrances, Damage Control coming out with the geisha dancers. This was really cool. The good-looking camera work here. And then the other team appear on this platform, like a very enlarged platform, higher than the stage, like 2 stories higher than the stage, kind of like the Bobby Roode entrance from NXT. It lowers down. They all 3 get separate entrances off of this structure on top of the ramp, and then they make their way down. Damage Control trying to keep Jade out of the matchup as the bell rings. Crowd wants Jade. Then they get what they want. Forearm to Asuka, big boot to Dakota, catches Kairi Sane midair and drops her on the knee. 1-2, Damage Control all break it up. KOD gets cut off. Kairi accidentally gets misted. No pop for the mist. I was surprised about that. Bianca whips Asuka with her hair. Big pop. Jade hits the Jaded. 1-2-3. Jade, Naomi, and Bianca win. Solid finish, but boring in the body of the match. Solid match on a great card here. Number 12, also from night 1, Escobar and Dominic versus Rey and Andrade. What happened to Dragon Lee? The entrances, were what they were. They all came out. Escobar stayed on top of the ramp to have Dominic meet him, as of course Dominic gets booed. All the factions out there looming in this matchup. That's might be why I ranked this one higher, because I like the faction involvement. Escobar tearing at the Mask of Rey. Code Red, or shall we say Code Rey. Both men need a tag. Double knee to Dominic. Moonsault. Dom tries to roll out. Andrade lands on his feet and then hits a standing moonsault. I love that shit. That's my favorite. One of my favorite spots in all of wrestling. Done on WrestleMania. You gotta love it. 619, Andrade with a moonsault to the outside, taking out the Garzas as they get involved. Selena hits a moonsault on Lopez, a very short moonsault. She almost, I would say, fell on her face here. Wilde gets launched off the middle rope, as we saw in NXT. They brought it to SmackDown, and now they're bringing it to WrestleMania. 2 huge white guys in Rey Mysterio Eagles masks interfere, help Rey win, and it's revealed to be Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother and Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother's friend. So these are the celebrities that cheat for the good guys. I thought that was kind of bullshit. 1, 2, 3. On a scale from Jon Stewart to Bad Bunny, I give this celebrity involvement a Snooki as far as WrestleMania celebrities go. Yeah, I kept it at 12 because I did not like that finish. I thought, I guess, they are Philadelphia Eagles players, or former Philadelphia Eagles players, so they did get that pop, that hometown pop, but WWE is what the world is watching, not just Philadelphia. But speaking of Philadelphia, at number 11, Night 2, the first Night 2 entrance in this list, the Philadelphia Street Fight. Lashley and the Profits versus AOP and Karrion Kross. Snoop Dogg comes out. He's on commentary. We know he's going to do a good job on commentary, or in a hilariously bad job if you've ever seen the celebrity boxing fights he calls. Bubba Ray Dudley, the special guest referee. Why not? Entrances, AOP and Karrion Kross. Black and white entrance as they coming out. It's like Tony Storm, if you will, but a little bit more Mad Max. Lashley and the Profits keep it basic. They start to attack Bobby Lashley 3-on-1 during the match. Then they turn to the Profits. 1-2. B-Fab breaks it up. Scarlett and her start to brawl. Montez Ford with a senton over the turnbuckle to the floor at one point. That was kind of cool. Lashley starts whooping Kross's ass. Scarlett and B-Fab go through a table. Kross starts jaw-jacking with Bubba Ray Dudley. This leads to the "What's Up" from the Street Profits. Get the table, 72,000 saying it. But then they broke the table before it got going. It got a little sloppy here. Snoop Dogg is doing some skit about grandma's table. This is kind of when this match solidified itself at the bottom of the list during this part right here. Frog splash through the table, 1, 2, 3. Everyone's celebrating with Snoop Dogg, including Bubba Ray Dudley. I'd say the Snoop Dogg being on commentary might have put it at 11 because he was cracking me up the entire time. But honestly, these first three are kind of interchangeable. I wouldn't really argue with you if you mix up that order at all. But number 10, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso, Yeet versus No Yeet, brother versus brother, twin versus twin. Solid video package going into it. The video package definitely better than the match. Entrances, Jay comes out with Lil Wayne, who first does a Millie, and then they both just come out to Jey Uso's theme song to talk, it took Mania a while, but they were doing, the Yeet arm thing. That was kind of cool to see. And Jimmy comes out. How pissed would you be if you were the brother that didn't get the Lil Wayne entrance? I mean, come on. That would be something that Jay is going to be able to hold over Jimmy's head probably forever. Jimmy slows it down and lands some kicks. Uso splash, no one home. Jay lands a kick battle here, pretty much is what's happening. Bringing the crowd in, hooking the crowd. I thought they hooked me, but most people online were saying that it didn't hook them, that this super kick battle didn't really do much for him. Jay about to land a kick. Jimmy puts his hands up, pleading with his brother. Jimmy says, "I'm sorry for everything." Philly doesn't want to believe it, but Jay believes it. I believe it. I want them to come together as brothers again. The emotions came out of me, but it was bullshit. Jimmy turned on his brother again. Uso splash, 1, 2. Jay kicks out. Spear, Uso splash, 1, 2, 3. Jay wins. I think the most compelling part of the match is when he said he was sorry. They should have had Jimmy win by screwing over his brother again and bringing this on to something else. Having Jay win, don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it, but I would have had Jimmy win here. The best part was the "I'm sorry" and Jay believing it. I think that should have been the finish. Number 9, Io Sky versus Bayley. Entrances, Io's normal, Bayley's is normal. Bell sounds, crowd doing the old school NXT London Bayley chant, like the hey, come on Bayley, ooh, ah, I wanna know if you be my girl. I know. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome for that. But Io going after the knee. Bayley goes to the top rope elbow. Io catches her into a crossface from Bayley trying to attempt the elbow. Bayley in trouble. Right hand drops Bayley, but she pops up, bitch slaps Io, only to get bitch slapped herself. Moonsault, 1, 2. Bayley kicks out. Moonsault City from Io, just 1, 2. The third one, no one home. Philly believes in Bayley. Big elbow drop, connects this time. Rose plant. This looked like shit. 1, 2, 3. Bayley wins. The crowd made this one here, I think. I ranked it 9. And yeah, I think the crowd was hooked, which helped it. And I think they told a good story. Bayley couldn't connect with the elbow. She connects with the elbow. She wins. But that finisher looked mid. Number 8, LA Knight versus AJ Styles. The entrance. LA Knight comes out, gives a Slim Jim car away. Everybody saying, yeah. AJ Styles' new song. It's just as bad as his old song. Who cares? Bell sounds. Crowd behind LA Knight. AJ going after the leg. Avalanche German suplex. Yeah. 1, 2. AJ kicks out. Calf crusher. LA gets to the ropes. Battling to the outside. Exposing the concrete floor. Only to get backdropped onto the floor. Just beats the 10 count, getting back in the ring. Springboard 450. Knight gets his knees up. Knight is super over here still. Blunt force trauma, 1, 2, 3. LA Knight gets the victory over AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Number 7, Becky versus Rhea. The match that kicked off everything on night 1. Becky selling her book here, but looks great in this white fur as the wind is blowing as she's coming down the aisle. Rhea comes out with Motionless in white. This group, this is her favorite group. Kind of a cool, they fit the Judgment Day feel here. Becky, sick with 102-degree fever. Rhea, her arm is hurting. Becky's going after the arm. The man setting up for the disarmor. Armbar applied. Rhea struggling. Mommy powers out with a power bomb. 1-2. Becky kicks out. Becky using the top rope to wrench that arm back for just 5 seconds as the ref is trying to get them away from the ropes. Rhea locking in the prison trap in the center of the ring. Rhea drops down. Manhandle slam. 1-2. No. Riptide. 1-2. No. Rhea. Disarmor. Rhea powers out. Able to hit a frog splash. 1-2. No. Riptide on the top buckle. Riptide in the middle of the ring. 1-2-3. Rhea retains. I thought Becky was going to win here, but, keeping Rhea strong, I'm not complaining. And that's number 7. Number 6 is the tag team ladder match from night 1. DIY coming out with the DX inspired gear, looking like a bunch of ass kissers to me. Some people thought it was cool online, but they know who their bosses are now, and they're doing, I don't know, they looked lame as hell. Awesome Truth, classic entrance. New Catch Republic come out with Awesome Truth graphics behind them, so I would have to say that New Catch Republic, worst entrance in Mania. They didn't even get their graphics right. Theory and Waller, New Day, with Rocky-inspired gear, and Finn looking creepy as fuck with kind of like a hood that looked, but it's like a hood that looked like he was from The Strangers. But Damian Priest looked kind of lame with this odd-looking luchador mask. Stereo moonsault from New Catch Republic. R-Truth with the biggest pop of the night, getting a hot tag in the middle of a ladder match scramble. Then doing the 5-knuckle shuffle. Waller gets the SmackDown titles, but gets put through a table by New Catch Republic as soon as he got the titles. I thought this was kind of cool here. So they had two different sets of belts hanging from the air. So you didn't just win and you weren't just the unified champion. SmackDowns went to Waller, and then we'll get to Waller and Theory, but the Raw titles are still hanging up there. So Waller and Theory at this point could theoretically be unified champions, or they could go to someone else. I thought that was kind of a cool way to split them. Probably the best way they've ever split the unified titles. Crowd chants that they want tables in the middle of a ladder match, and DIY gets the tables on the outside, setting up a crazy structure. Kofi with the trust fall off the ladder. Air raid crash from Tommaso Ciampa off the ladder onto Tyler Bate. Truth comes in and JD cuts him off. He's not even in the damn match. New Day just killed JD, throwing him off a ladder through all the tables that DIY set up. Crowd wants Truth. Attitude Adjustment and Awesome Truth get the Raw Tag Team titles. I like the idea of the separate titles here. That kind of made the match. That's why I put it at number 6, but it didn't make top 5. What did make top 5? Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I accidentally deleted all my notes for this match, but it was great. Logan Paul coming out with a huge Prime truck. I remember there was a guy who drove around downtown Greensboro, and he had a pink truck, and it said "One Bad Chad." So I could not help but remember One Bad Chad with Logan Paul coming in on a Prime truck. I mean, he was One Bad Chad, sitting on the back, had a Prime cannon, and as he shot it at the WrestleMania entrance, it shot fireworks. I mean, come on. American Gladiator, One Bad Chad, Prime energy drink. Logan Paul was doing it all. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton ride down there on a golf cart. Kevin Owens and Randy, they're kind of working over Paul. And then at one point they look at each other. They're like, is this when we turn? And then they go at it, kind of breaking the fourth wall a bit here. The Prime bottle comes into play for a second year in a row. Oh, wait. There are some good spots here that I'm remembering. At one point, Logan Paul hits a swanton to Kevin Owens and then rolls through, hitting a rolling thunder to Randy Orton. I like that. A little Jeff Hardy, little RVD. Then goes for a buckshot lariat, which Randy Orton is able to turn into a scoop slam. The Prime bottle does come into play. It's someone named Show Speed or something like that. I show Speed. People apparently know who he is. I don't know who he is. But he gets RK'd on a table. Respect to him because he's getting roughed up here. Randy Orton is picking him up, kind of definitely making him get on the table. Kevin Owens gets RKO'd and kicks out, which was a big deal. Usually no one kicks out of the RKO, but it's Logan Paul who hits a wild-ass frog splash and gets the 1-2-3 to retain the U.S. title. So it seems like they like where they're going here. A lot of titles are retaining, with Rhea and Logan Paul most notably. But then we go into the Intercontinental title match with Sami versus Gunther at number 4. Sami Zayn saying bye to his family, checking in with Gable before the match. Gable says, you got this, but you owe me. And then he sees Kevin Owens as he moves further up the ramp. This was just a cool thing. I know people were saying this a lot, but this felt like cinema here. This felt like a Rocky movie. This was cool. More emotional feel to contrast the pageantry of other entrances. And then Gunther comes out here, bare bones. Slow build, dueling chants. Gunther mocking Sami's wife at ringside. Chop battle. Both men down, clobbering chops from Gunther. Sami blocks a chop and then hits the half and half suplex. Gunther answers with a lariat, chop, bitch smacks, tornado DDT. Sami's feeling it. He's getting going here, but gets locked into a sleeper from Gunther. Sami gets out, high stacks powerbomb 1-2. Sami kicks out again, Helluva kick. Goes for another one, but Gunther cuts him off with a lariat. Powerbomb, picks him up again, powerbombs him 1-2. Zayn kicks out again. Philly coming alive here, clamoring for a title change. Sami's wife talking shit. Gunther's with the reply, a rebuttal of a chop. Olay chants from the Mania crowd here. Sami's wife, talking even more shit. Gunther hits a powerbomb, and Sami's wife is getting a little nervous now. Ref checking on Sami. Gunther off the top several times and not even going for the cover. Sami convulsing in the ring. Zayn hits a brainbuster, Helluva kick, crowd on their feet. Michael Cole with the 1980 Olympics line. Do you believe in miracles? As another Helluva kick lands. Yes, we do, Michael Cole. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn gets the victory. What a match! This was great. I ranked it number 4, so it doesn't make the podium. But goddamn, was this match good? It was the best match so far at that point. At night 1, going into the main event, it was the best match in night 1. But it didn't make the podium. I mean, the world title matches, I feel like they delivered here. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, opening night 2. CM Punk on commentary, but he doesn't get an introduction here. I thought he should make an entrance. I mean, instead of having Stephanie hit that In Living Color. But we did get a Drew McIntyre entrance. Bagpipes playing. He kind of comes down. He has his version of the Undertaker's Druids with the like Scottish warriors putting their swords up as he walks through. It was kind of cool. It was more than kind of cool. It was pretty cool. It was very cool. Seth has a band as they kind of look like a New Orleans style band meets Sgt. Pepper's. Apparently this is a Philadelphia New Year's celebration style thing, but I mean it fit what he's doing here. Seth Rollins comes out looking somewhere between Wes Borland and a wizard. Adam Rose, eat your heart out. This looks like a goddamn parade entering the WrestleMania building, but then the bell rings. Claymore, 1, 2, no. They brawl on the outside. CM Punk and Drew see each other. Stomp in the ring, 1, 2, no. Super kick, headbutts, leave both men down. Turns on a Claymore into a powerbomb. Pedigree, and then a stomp, 1, 2, no. Future Shock DDT, 1, 2, no. You can tell both men want it. They want the victory. They're not fucking around. Drew taunting CM Punk, going for the GTS. Reverse into a roll-up, 1, 2. Drew kicks out, hits a Claymore, 1, 2. Seth kicks out. Drew trying to powerbomb Seth onto like the announcer's table. Seth cutting him off, hitting a stomp on the announcer's table. Back in the ring, Claymore, 1, 2. Seth kicks out again. Claymore again. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Seth says, "You deserve it, man." Kind of giving his blessing. And then Drew walks over to CM Punk. Says, if you step up to him again, he's going to not only injure you, but take out his whole career. Tells CM Punk to suck it. And that's when Punk takes out Drew, takes his arm thing off, whoops Drew with it. And then Damian Priest's music hits to the chagrin of CM Punk. He cashes in his Money in the Bank. South of Heaven, 1, 2, 3. We have another new World Heavyweight Champion, and it's Damian Priest here, celebrating on top of the ramp with the rest of the Judgment Day. This was great. Keeping Judgment Day strong, and they continue their collision course between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. But I know it's corny. I know it's probably what's expected of me, but the two best matches were the two main events. I guess that's how it should be here. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. Then they tell the story going all the way back from the press conference during this. Cody out first. His entrance is spectacular. Really, honestly, it's not much different from anything else, but the crowd is making it with the whoa-ohs and everything like that. Rollins, this is the first time we've seen him. He was saving his big entrance for night 2. The crowd makes his entrance as well, but he has this ridiculous robe, putting Ric Flair to shame. Shit, he puts Princess Diana's wedding dress to shame in this thing. Gold, blue. It's ridiculous. Then The Rock. Mania is getting electrified. It's like, Black Adam is entering from the movie into WrestleMania. Final boss engaged indeed. The classic music hits. We smell what he's cooking. Let him cook. He's coming out, walking through fire, coming out to play, coming out, with a made-up title like Matt Cardona, looking cool. Has an entrance, like his entrance gear kind of makes him look a little bit like Elvis a little bit. Roman comes out with Paul Heyman. No Solo or Jimmy. I felt like that might have been a little foreshadowing here, but it wasn't. Big fight feel is at 6 stars. Is at over 9,000. Big fight feel on fleek, if you will. Rock, enters for enters his first WrestleMania since the last time he did WrestleMania. The introductions are crazy. The bell sounds. Seth and Roman start. Cody wants in. A little night 2 preview here. Seth back in. The crowd wants Rock to tag in. He does. The Rock looks huge. Like Billy Gunn on Rampage. Huge. Against these dudes who are pretty big as well. Shoulder tackle. Then tells Cody Rhodes to just bring it. He does. He gets tagged in. Cody chants. Cody and Seth start cleaning house, and then they realize that they are the fucking bloodline. The Rock and Roman stand up. They start brawling. Pat McAfee is killing it on commentary. The Rock and Rollins brawling in the crowd. The Rock says, I don't want to count out. He starts bullying the referee, putting the referee in his place at the main event of WrestleMania. Who's counting anyways, man? Cody and Roman are fighting up the ramp. Rock and Seth in the crowd. This brought me back to the Attitude Era here with the Rock in the crowd. Had me thinking about my whole damn life, man. Is Rock in ring shape? He ain't even in the ring, man. Roman chop block Seth, going after the leg. Rock going after the leg as well. As the ref gains control, the Rock is going after Seth's leg even more, cutting the ring in half. Old school wrestling here in this crazy of a main event. But then, boom, Cody gets the hot tag. Like the breakdown in a hardcore song, we knew it was coming from a mile away. But it's a trope of this genre of entertainment, tag team wrestling, the hot tag. The Rock just hauls off and punches Seth right in the dick at one point. Enziguri, Rock down. Rollins, can't get him. Sharpshooter by The Rock. Cody just hauls off and bitch slaps The Rock. Super kick to The Rock. Stomp but on the already injured knee. So Rollins is hurting. Disaster kick. Cody cutter on Reigns. 1-2, no. Superman punch. 1-2. Cody kicks out. Roman bleeding from the nostril. Nobody makes Roman bleed his own blood. Spear countered into a roll-up. 1-2. Huge springboard cutter. Frog splash from Seth. 1-2, no. People are starting to sing Seth's song. Paul Heyman isn't into it. Seth makes the tag. Double super kick, stomp, crossroads, 1-2. Rock pulls out the official. Low blow to Cody. Spear, 1-2. Cody kicks out. Mama Rhodes on the outside, yelling back at the Rock. They're jaw-jacking back and forth, her and the Rock. Cody fires up, then spine buster as he poses for the people's elbow. But then Cody just jumps up and hits the cutter. Goes for the crossroads. Superman punch by Roman. I feel like this is like a movie here. If there was a movie, there'd be rain at this point. Cody ducked and Roman speared the Rock. Stereo pedigrees from Seth and Cody. 1-2. They both kick out at the same damn time. Announcer's desk cleared off. Cody's mom and the Rock still jaw-jacking. Rock going for the rock bottom on the famous Spanish announcements table as famous rappers look on, but Cody reverses it and hits a rock bottom through the English announcers table. Back in the ring, Roman is taking it to the American Nightmare. Crossroads, just multiple crossroads from Cody Rhodes. The Rock just whoops the shit out of Cody with the belt, just beating his ass, and then the Rock holds his one up. People's elbow, 1, 2, 3. The Rock and Roman win in this theatrical, cinematic, athletic display of entertainment. What a main event of night one. It was insane to see. But this was number 2. This was the second best match on Mania because the first match was just as big of a spectacle. It was the main event of night 2, Cody versus Roman. The video package is starting, going all the way back from last year, showing the Young Bucks even in this video package. A dream turned to a nightmare to face a bloodline that is stronger than ever. What a fucking quote. Let's go. Entrances. Cody has this crazy skull eagle mask. Brandy takes it from him. He shouldn't have put it on in the first place. Brandy looking good. Music hits, people singing. Cody hugging his family. Roman comes out to a whole orchestra playing his song. Amazing camera for these introductions. Bell rings. Big fight feel in the air. Philly on their feet. Cody pulls out a table. Roman puts it back just to boo, just so Philly could boo. And then beat the shit out of Cody with kendo stick. Short-lived figure 4 by Cody. Roman kind of just stays in control during the beginning parts of this. Battle on the stage in the crowd. I'm going to send you to Hollywood like the rest of them. You can't compete, you little bitch. Roman Reigns just talking shit to Cody. Cody firing back. Both men down. Power slam. Crowd gets up. Disaster kick. 1-2. Roman kicks out. Roman hits a crossroads. 1-2. Cody kicks out. Bionic elbow. That's right. Roman hits the crossroads. Bionic elbow from Cody. The crowd believes it and is hitting a fever pitch here. Low blow to Roman. Power bomb through a table. Superman punch. Roman does the ooh ah, and the crowd that was booing him all do that ooh ah thing. They love it. It echoes through the city. Cody cuts off the spear and hits the Cody cutter. Spear by Cody. 1-2, no. Crossroads. Then Jimmy super kicks Cody. This is when it gets wild as fuck. It jumps the shark, and then it just becomes amazing. Jimmy comes out, super kicks Cody. Jay Uso's music hits. Him and Jimmy start fighting up the ramp. Jay spears Jimmy off the stage through a table. Roll up, 1-2, no. Spear by Roman. 1-2, Cody kicks out. Cody spears Roman through the barricade. And then this is awesome chance for the main event of WrestleMania. Crossroads. And another one goes for 3. Solo out of nowhere. Comes out. Puts Roman on top of Cody. 1-2. Cody kicks out of that. Spear, spike at the same damn time. 1-2. Cody kicks out. John Cena's music hits. No love lost here between him and Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa beat John Cena. and hits. So Solo gets chased away by John Cena, hits an attitude adjustment by Reigns, and puts Solo through a table. Then the Rock music hits. WrestleMania 28 and 29 aren't lost on anybody. Rock bottom, and he tells him to get out of the Rock's ring. Shield music hits. For what reason, I don't know. There's all these rumors that Jon Moxley is going to come back to WWE. I don't think that's true. Shield music hits. Seth Rollins comes running out in a Shield gear, gets taken out right away by Roman Reigns, and then the gong. It's fucking WrestleMania 33 all over again, where Roman Reigns beat Undertaker, but Taker ain't gonna have it go down like that. He chokeslams The Rock. The Shark, shit just like did a springboard 450 over the Shark. We jumped the Shark a million years ago at this point. No one can believe what's happening. You literally had to bring out legends of the last 30, 40 years here. And I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a spectacle. This is what it's supposed to be. I go back to WrestleMania 31, where the biggest pops of the whole damn show was when the NWO came back as a surprise to help Sting, and DX came out to help Triple H. It was the biggest pop of the night. That was one of Triple H's last WrestleMania moments. So he has that in the back of his head. He's like, okay, if we're going to do a big pop, we're going to bring back all the legends. Boom. Here it was. Roman clocks Rollins with a chair for whatever reason 3 times. Crossroads, not once, not twice, but 3 times to Roman. 1, 2, 3. Cody gets the victory here, and the place goes fucking nuts. Biggest pop I've ever heard, I think of. Big wow when that song comes in. Cena, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Sammy, Randy, all out there helping, picking up Cody Rhodes. This is a cool moment. CM Punk in a suit is out there, hugging Mama Rhodes. Michael Cole going nuts, saying, I love professional wrestling. Michael Cole drops the 2 biggest words that I've ever heard him drop. He says professional wrestling here. Cody gets the mic to end WrestleMania. So, this is, I think, unprecedented to see, but very Cody Rhodes of him. Tells Bruce Pritchard and Triple H to come down. This is awesome. This is the way you want to end fucking WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, bringing out wrestlers that were at WrestleMania 9. Bringing out wrestlers who haven't appeared in 10 years other than, like The Rock, John Cena. Man, this was cool. This is really cool. I think if you're not a fan of that, you're just not a fan of WWE. And I bet WWE is what got you into wrestling in the first place. Goddamn, Michael Cole, I love pro wrestling. Thanks for listening, guys. Fly high. I'm out.